What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pulpit Chat. My name is BJ Mathews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all of our YouTube videos. Hit that notification bell by the subscribe button, get our updated content. Let's get it popping. All right, look, another video for y'all today. I got some time to talk since I'm driving back to the crib. The Clippers defeated the Phoenix Suns last night, 109-113. The Phoenix Suns are the best team in the Western Conference at this point, with the best record in the NBA. We're winding down to the playoffs. We're about to, start next weekend. So we got to start talking about these teams in entirety. I'll also be starting more live videos when the playoffs start, me and my co-host Rick. So that's going to be exciting. But let's talk about this game. So last night was the return on Mr. Norman Powell. Like I said, Norman Powell will be returning the first week of April. We are in the first week of April, and he was able to return back full-fledged against those Phoenix Suns. So that puts him, he's going to have 3 games before the play-in tournament next week, so it's going to give him some rhythm. And as y'all can see, Norman Powell did not miss a beat. Pretty similar like how when he first came to the Clippers, he had like 27 points that game where he just was on fire from the start. Last night was no different. He started the game for 6 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line with 17 points. So he was on fire, was excited to, come back on the team, which was great to see. Finished off with 24 points, 6 for 10 from the field, which is pretty much a good game. Now, the Clippers did let the Suns get back into the game late in the fourth quarter, but that's primarily the reason why, because they let their starting core go and sit the bench and let their third stringers, come in and finish the game off. Guys like Jamario Moon, Amir Coffey, Hardenstein was in there for a little bit, Terrence Mann was in there for a little bit, but all in all, they took all their, first, second team out the game. The Suns are a deep team, right? The Suns are a deep team. They were able to compete and make it interesting towards the end, but Clippers got the win. Now, Norman Powell, the return Norman Powell, let me talk about the impact he's going to be making for this Clipper team, and also how I feel Kawhi Leonard is up next to return for the LA Clippers. So let's get into it. Norman Powell is going to bring a lot to this Clipper team. He's going to bring not only experience to this Clipper team, he's going to bring a lot of two-way playing, scoring, defense, things of that nature. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this visor, something coming into the camera. But he's going to bring a lot of different things to the Clippers. Experience, two-way playing, as well as great teammate. Those are the 3 common denominators Norman Powell is going to be bringing. Experience. Y'all remember that Norman Powell won a championship with Kawhi Leonard in Toronto back in 2019. So he has that championship DNA to be able to handle those pressurized situations in the playoffs. That's going to be a positive. Norman Powell compared this Clipper team to that 2019 team that won the playoff championship as the deepness that they had. So that's a positive. You got a guy who plays both ways of the ball. He plays both offense and defense. Norman Powell is a high-scoring weapon. He can give you 15 to 20 points per game in any type of setting, whether that's in the season or the playoffs, right? Off of threes, getting to the basket. He can also shoot the mid-range. He's a 3-tier scorer. So you got him on offense. You got him on defense. He's a tenacious defender. He's not an elite defender, but he will guard, high-scoring guys on the opposing team. And that's what you need to preserve the energy of other guys like Paul George, like Kawhi Leonard when he comes back, like Reggie Jackson. They're going to need Norman Powell to be able to play both ways to preserve their number 2 scoring options and stuff like that. And he's a great teammate. Like I just mentioned, he'd be willing to take on a tough opponent to preserve Kawhi and Paul George's energy, right? That's the type of teammate he is. Those are the type of guys that you need, the glue guys, to come in there and do things to make it easier for your stars and preserve their energy. So that's what you're going to be bringing with Norman Powell coming back to this team. I expect him to be nothing short of excellence of his role that Ty Lue provides for him for the rest of the season and beyond. That's what I got to say about Norman Powell. Now, Kawhi Leonard, let's talk about him. So Kawhi yesterday was seen at a Clippers facility practice, basically saying that he was doing a 45-minute workout, like pretty similar to what he did in Golden State, but there was no cameras to see. He actually told the cameraman to shut the cameras off at the Clippers training facility in Playa Vista, California, the Honey Training Center. So we all know Kawhi's a very private dude. We all know that Kawhi Leonard does not really like to be seen in the limelight. He gets enough of that during the season. So it's understandable why he didn't want the camera crew in there, filming his workout. But it actually gives me more speculation that the sentiments that I've been preserving that are going to be true, that he's going to be coming back, because number one, you haven't been ruled out. Still, backdrop, Lonzo Ball of the Chicago Bulls was ruled out just a couple of days ago. Ben Simmons was ruled out about a week ago. All these guys are getting ruled out. Jamal Murray's been ruled out. Michael Porter Jr. has been ruled out. All these guys who are not coming back, who are stars, have been ruled out. Zion Williamson was ruled out, but then it seems like, to me, he might have a chance of coming back with the Pelicans making the play-in. So we'll see about that one. But Kawhi Leonard, nobody said nothing about him. So that tells me both that they don't want nothing getting out, and also, too, that Kawhi's Leonard, he's working to get back on the court. And these workouts that he's doing are not just for himself. I told y'all, these type of workouts that he's doing are not just to do them. He's doing them for a reason. So now that you got a guy in Kawhi Leonard who's ready to come back, who's preserved to come back, and also, here's another point. With Paul George and Norman Powell coming out the way they did, take it from a person that played ball, when you see your guys coming back and playing well, and then you see the excitement of your team, that gives you more motivation and juice to want to come back. Because it's like, wow, if they can do that, you know what I'm saying, imagine what I can do when I choose to come back. Now, it's a little bit of a stretch when you talk about the time. I can understand why some people think Kawhi Leonard's not going to come back. I can really understand that. Why? Because of how close we are to the end of the season and how close we are going to the playoffs. We've never seen a player come back this late and have such a big impact off of a serious injury, a partial torn ACL. So you have to know you have to ask yourself, what is going on with this situation? You haven't been ruled out. You're working out as if you're trying to come back, and you've been pretty much you pretty much have been silent. The Clippers have not said nothing about you. So what's going on? I can understand that, but here's my thing about Kawhi Leonard. Nobody knows his body like he do. If he feels that he's ready to come back, he will be ready to come back. He's not going to put himself in a situation where he thinks like he's going to get injured again. So if he deals with the doctors, if he deals with his own personal team, and they tell him he can come back, if he deals with the Clippers and they clear him, then they took in every precaution before allowing this man to be on the court, right? So I'm not worried about the time, because here's the thing. Even when Kawhi Leonard comes back, of course he's not going to be the guy, we know as the Terminator, the dude that, comes in and actually, the silent assassin. But here's the thing. They got so much deepness to this Clipper team. If they face a team like, say, Memphis, who has no playoff experience, who is, when it's in the playoffs, going to be a different story. If I can get Kawhi Leonard out there, let's say for 20, 25 minutes a game, and he can be, somewhat of a good to average to good player, they got enough offensive talent to be able to outshoot with Memphis. They got enough great coaching to make adjustments to defend Memphis. They got enough X, Y, and Z experience to be able to offset Memphis no matter what they throw at them. See, this is going to be a series of experience and adjustments, because that's what playoff basketball is. How do you adjust it situation by situation? And with the Memphis Grizzlies, I'm going to be interested to see how they're going to be able to adjust when the Clippers make adjustments. Because throughout the whole season, they've just been playing on excitement and adrenaline, and being a younger, more younger team, right? But they are definitely a great team. Without Ja, they've been 21-2, right, or 21-3 now. So they're a great team, but I still need to see them against a championship team like the Clippers to solidify it. Now, the Clippers they're going to throw every adjustment, everything out the box, and Ty Lue's going to be a mastermind when it comes to the situation, who's a championship coach. And I'm going to be interested to see how the Grizzlies respond to that. So I would say with Kawhi Leonard, he doesn't have to be the Terminator in that series. Now, if he plays the Phoenix Suns, that's going to be a little bit iffy, because the Phoenix Suns are just like the Clippers. They're very deep, well-coached, outside shooting, lone defenders, stuff of that nature. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how they play against the Phoenix Suns. They're going to need Kawhi Leonard to be close to 100% for that team, right? So the Clippers, is vital for them to win that first playing game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, because if they don't, you're putting yourself in a position to have to win the second win. And if y'all do win the second game, y'all got to go up against the Phoenix Suns. And that's going to be a tough matchup if you don't have Kawhi Leonard. Remember last year, that was our whole problem with them last year. They didn't have Kawhi Leonard. That's why they lost. So, in conclusion, Kawhi Leonard wants to come back. He's not going to sit out this season. He's going to be back on the court. But welcome back, Norman Powell. Welcome back, Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Continue to like, share, subscribe to all of our YouTube videos. Hit that notification bell again on the top of the screen. Get all the content. Pull up, see, pull up a chair, pull it out. Peace. I like swim well.